Attention passionate San Francisco 49ers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on San Francisco 49ers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true San Francisco 49ers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and San Francisco 49ers fans. Let's get to the news now. Folks, buckle up because what I'm about to tell you could be one of the most seismic shifts we've seen in the NFC West in recent years. We're talking about a potential blockbuster trade that could reshape the 49ers' interior defensive line and ultimately their entire championship outlook. Rumors are swirling about the San Francisco 49ers targeting none other than Jeffrey Simmons, the disruptive defensive tackle from the Tennessee Titans. And if this deal goes down, it might just be the move that elevates the 49ers from a top-tier team to a legitimate Super Bowl favorite once again. Let's dive into what's fueling these rumors. The Titans, after a tough 2025 season finishing 4-13, are in full rebuild mode. They're facing a hefty cap hit, about $22 million in the negative, and are actively shopping players to free up space for the future. Simmons, a player with a stellar track record, is reportedly on the block, and the 49ers are showing serious interest. The Titans are eyeing a rebuild that involves shedding some of their veteran assets and focusing on the development of their younger core. With Simmons, they're likely looking for a high draft pick or a package that can help accelerate their rebuild. The whispers suggest the Niners might offer a second-round pick in 2026, along with a fifth-rounder in 2027, potentially easing the Titans' cap concerns while giving San Francisco a game-changing interior presence. Now, why would the 49ers be so interested in Jeffrey Simmons? Well, this guy is not just any defensive tackle. Simmons is a colossal force on the inside, a player who has consistently dominated in the trenches. Just look at his 2025 stats: 12 sacks, 42 pressures, a 90, 8 PFF grade, and a pass rush grade of 92. 6, he's a nightmare for opposing offensive lines, especially in passing situations, and he's equally disruptive against the run. Simmons' win rate against double teams hovers around 28%, which is exceptional for a defensive tackle, and he's a master at collapsing pockets with his bull rush. His 15 tackles for loss and 4 forced fumbles last season highlight his game-changing ability. What's even more impressive is his durability. Simmons has missed just 2 games in his entire career, both due to a calf strain in Week 4 of 2025. That kind of consistency and health make him a rare commodity in today's NFL. His career totals: 48, 5 sacks, 168 pressures, and an average PFF grade of 89. 4 are comparable to some of the best interior disruptors in the league, like Aaron Donald, especially during his peak years. Simmons' ability to push the pocket and create chaos allows defenses to be more aggressive on the edges, which is exactly what the 49ers need to complement their pass rush. The Titans, on the other hand, are well aware of Simmons' value, but are also feeling the pressure of their financial situation. With a cap hit of $32 million and their ranking as the 20th ranked defense in PFF's grading, they're looking to cut costs. Simmons' salary, which is deemed excessive by some, is a major sticking point. They see it as an obstacle in their rebuild, especially given their focus on developing their young offensive line and secondary. They're prioritizing picks for their offensive line, which they believe needs a youth infusion to protect their quarterback and establish a stronger run game. The Titans have been struggling in defending the pass, especially in their division, with opponents like the Jaguars exploiting their secondary, which allows about 6-7 yards per pass. So what does this mean for the 49ers? Well, adding Simmons to their already formidable front would be a game changer. With Eric Armstead, who's been solid but sometimes hampered by injuries, and now Simmons, the interior of the defensive line becomes a fortress. Imagine Simmons and Hargrave, who graded an impressive 88, 4 last season, pairing up to dominate in the trenches. This duo would significantly boost the 49ers' ability to collapse the pocket, increase their sack totals, and limit the run game of their opponents. San Francisco has been known for their relentless pass rush, but injuries have sometimes slowed them down. With Simmons, they'd have a true disruptor inside, freeing up their edge rushers like Nick Bosa to pin their ears back and get after the quarterback. In fact, the impact on the 49ers defense would be immediate. Their projected sack total could jump by 18, reaching around 58 sacks in total, a huge boost that would put them among the league's elite pass-rushing units. Their run defense, which allowed roughly 108 yards per game last season, would see a significant improvement, probably dropping to around 80 yards per game. Their pressures could see a 30% increase, and the number of tackles for loss could surge by 16, making it nearly impossible for opposing offenses to establish any rhythm. Historically, the 49ers' interior line has been a cornerstone of their success. Remember how Buckner's presence in 2024 boosted the team's run stops by 25%? That kind of interior dominance transforms the entire defense, creating opportunities for the edges to pin their ears back and rack up more sacks. Simmons's addition would be akin to that, a true game changer who elevates the entire front seven. And it's not just about sacks. His disruption in the middle would also help contain the run, especially against powerful divisional rushing attacks like the Seahawks or Cardinals. The 49ers have been excellent at limiting yards after contact, and Simmons's presence would only reinforce that strength. Now, let's talk about the broader strategic implications. The 49ers are already a strong contender, but adding Simmons could push them over the top. Their cap situation is projected to be around $37 million in positive space, which gives them some flexibility to work out a lucrative extension if needed. Even with the potential loss of Bosa for a stretch, who's recovering from an ACL tear in September 2025, their defense would remain formidable. Simmons' ability to generate pressure and disrupt plays inside means they can sustain pressure even if Bosa isn't 100% early in the season. Plus, Simmons' presence would bolster their chances in the red zone and third down situations. Historically, the 49ers have struggled slightly in the red zone, but with a dominant interior presence, those red zone stops could increase by around 18%, making it even tougher for opponents to score once they get inside the 20. Additionally, Simmons' ability to generate turnovers, his forced fumbles and sacks, could be the difference in close games. Think of the impact he'd have on a team that already boasts a top-tier secondary and dynamic linebackers. And now, looking at the big picture, this potential trade would be a statement move by the 49ers. It signals their commitment to building an unstoppable, trench-dominant team that can compete for Super Bowl titles year after year. Simmons, as a colossal interior disruptor, would be the anchor of that effort, transforming the 49ers' defense into one of the most feared in the league. For the Titans, it's a chance to reset, shed some cap space, and start fresh with their younger players. But for San Francisco, it's a golden opportunity to elevate their championship aspirations, especially considering their current roster, which is loaded with talent, but needs that extra push inside. In terms of odds, adding Simmons could significantly boost the 49ers' chances to bring home their sixth Lombardi. Bookmakers might see their Super Bowl odds improve from around plus 1,200 to roughly plus 380, reflecting their new status as a true inside-out powerhouse. The potential for Simmons to collapse the pocket on quarterbacks like Geno Smith, who has been known to allow around 3-7 sacks per game, would make life miserable for opposing offenses. And if we look at past seasons, players like Simmons have a knack for elevating the defenses they join, similar to how Aaron Donald transformed the Rams' front in 2017. In conclusion, this trade could be the defining move that propels the 49ers into a new era of dominance. Simmons' arrival would be the keystone in a defensive rebuild aimed squarely at Super Bowl glory. It's a bold play, but one that makes perfect sense given the team's window and their relentless pursuit of a championship. The Titans might be caving in under cap pressure, but the 49ers are poised to strike, building an interior line that could be legendary. If this deal happens, it would send shockwaves throughout the NFL and remind everyone that San Francisco is not just a team to watch, they're a team to fear. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest San Francisco 49ers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, San Francisco 49ers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you think Simmons would be the perfect fit to complete the puzzle? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion really matters, not just to us, but to the entire 49ers family. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest San Francisco 49ers news, because this could be just the beginning of a new chapter in the 49ers' storied history.